Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. I'm Carl here at Stacey Guitar Tuition, and today we're going to learn a new song, and that song is going to be Times Like These by Foo Fighters. I tend to teach a lot of Foo Fighters songs here at Stacey Guitar Tuition, mainly because they're quite straightforward songs for the most part. Most people know them or are aware of them, or at least aware of the band, and the parts themselves tend to actually be pretty fun, pretty interesting, pretty cool to play. Pretty achievable for any sort of beginner through to higher level beginner through to intermediate, depending on the song, stuff like that. And Times Like These is one of them, alright? So you've got this first part at the very start of the song that's just a rhythmic thing. It's not an issue in terms of the chord itself, I would say. It's more a rhythmic issue that you would have to learn, practice, play, and work on. You've got this chord shape here. Alright, this is a version of a D, okay? For argument's sake, to keep things simple. Second finger on the 5 on the A, third finger on the 5 on the G, little finger on the 5 on the thin E, and then in between all of that, which is a little bit more of a stretch, first finger on the 3 on the B. You can somewhat get away without that first finger on the 3 on the B to play this chord and play this song. I do make alterations like that sometimes with students. If they can't quite reach it or stretch it, you can still get the same effect, the same sound, with the just the 5s pressed down, but for argument's sake, this is the full chord, yeah? Is the intro with bass slides after that. What's going on there is it's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. And then on top of that, you've got this finger that comes on and off, which makes it just that tiny little bit harder on the A string right here. I tend to explain it this way with students as well, where it's 0 and 5 in that way to get the rhythm. 0, 5, 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Loops and repeats. One more example of that for you. From there, you've got that really cool lead lick that comes in, the one I played at the very start of the song. Alright, so remember this is in a different time signature. It's not in 4, it's in 7. Alright, so for that lick right there, you're starting on the D string, 0, 12, 10, 0, to the G string, 12, 11, back to the D string, 0, 12, 10, 0, back to the G string, 12, 11, jumping straight to the A string, 12, 10, so it's all within the same kind of area and box, almost like from a D scale essentially. Play that again. There is alterations and variations of that riff that happen later in the song that I may as well just briefly mention now, because after you've learned that, you have learned the riff. But there's a part towards the middle and towards the end where it does like this. The only difference there is it's extending the bar a little bit and it's coming back to the 12 on the last part instead of just that, it's in a bit of a slide out from there, okay? So that's the only kind of alteration and iteration as far as that riff is concerned. The verse section's quite a fun one. It's based around chord shapes that have a picking pattern, arpeggiated pattern behind them. So you start with a D major chord shape. Doing a similar thing here on the 69 on this thin E string here between like a D and a sus D. Going back up. Switching to an A minor chord shape with a 3 on the thin string added. Same picking approach and picking style, finger on, finger off, finger back down again. To a C chord and an E minor 7. That chord, you've got an E minor, a 3 on the B right there, okay? So the whole verse together. At the end of every verse, you come full circle back to that first intro chord. Alright, And all that's left to run through and go through and explain is the chorus part, which is the easiest part of this entire song. Okay, we've got C, a E minor, and a D. There is a lead line that goes over the top. I'm teaching the most simple, basic, main parts that you need to get through the song right now, start to finish. So everything I'm showing you right here is to get the most out of the song as quickly and fast as possible, and to enjoy it and to play along with the music as soon as possible, just so you know. So we've got a C, E minor, D, and loop. Alright, that's all of the main sections and main parts that you need, as I say, to get the ball rolling, to get the main melodies and riffs and things that you're going to hear and notice when you're listening to and learning the song. There's other layers of the guitar parts happening going on, but I wanted to keep this as simple and as basic as possible to appeal to as many of you as possible. So once again, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to rewatch this video as many times as you want or need to get the riffs down, get the parts down, and of course, as always, I'll see you in the next one.